Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, this is not a review of the Electric State because I haven't seen it, but I just did want to talk about it for a minute because I found it really weird that one of the most expensive films made, and certainly the most expensive Netflix film ever made, has just been released and no one knew anything about it. It stars Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt and a bunch of CGI robots. And it's a very kiddie Spielbergian sort of story where it's really generic. It's basically robots, war, aftermath, people living an augmented life, kind of like Ready Player One. And there's this girl who's trying to find her brother who's apparently operating a robot from somewhere, and it's just really play by numbers from what I'm hearing. Doesn't do anything new or interesting. It's just really trying to be that comfortable watch in the background, sort of, oh, this is what's on Netflix this week or this month. And I'm like, you spent $300 million on that? It's terrifying. The reason why films are failing is not because they're not making money, because I mean, look at Captain America. I think it's made like 400 million or something. A lot of people have seen that film, but because it costs maybe 300 million, with all the promotion and the reshoots, it's not going to make money. And that's all people care about. It's like how much the films make and how successful they are to the studio. I'm like, why do we care about the studio's bottom line? Shouldn't we just care about, is it good? Did we watch it? Did we enjoy it? Did other people watch it? Did a lot of people see the film? So what matters is how much money it makes, less so than how many people actually show up. And yes, you measure that by how much money it makes. But as long as, millions of people showed up to watch it, it's a hit. And the idea that, if it had a $50 million budget, it'd be a hit. Or it'd be financially successful, yes, but it's still a hit. So this idea that only financially successful films are hits, it's kind of ridiculous, because it's about the audience. If people go to see it, if they're sold on the marketing, sold on the idea, sold on the word of mouth, and they actually enjoy it, then that's a win. And we have examples of films, of course, that didn't make any money back in the day that made money eventually on rentals, and now are classics like Wizard of Oz. Never made any money back in the day. There's a bunch of films like that that are now classics that make money by being sold again and again on DVD and Blu-ray, and sold again and again in syndication and network TV, and now streaming and paying to have these shows, these movies on their servers and everything. I just don't know anymore. It's just, you're never going to make that 300 million back. Why would you spend that much money on a streaming film? I mean, the idea was create content so people will come to your channel over all the others, and all the platforms are spending huge amounts of money on content to try and lure everyone. They realise, number one, we've only got so big a pool, and people are just going to go in different directions for different shows. You're never going to get everyone, and you can't pull someone away from their favourite show on their favourite streaming service just because you've got something else, maybe a movie that they haven't seen. Maybe they'll check in for a month and then churn. But it's just baffling. Like, there was no promotion for this. No one knew about it. It just was dropped, and like, where did this come from? $300 million? Are you kidding me? And like, is it $300 million worth of creativity and originality? No, it's just your paint by numbers, generic sort of movie, and it's kind of views are at least mixed. Some people are saying it's perfectly pleasant in a totally non-threatening, uninteresting, unoriginal, paint by the numbers way. I don't know. But $300 million for this, and no one even knew what it was. No advertising, and this is like, are you going to make that money back? How are you going to get new subscribers? Like, why and how are they still doing this? I thought something had ended now. I thought the streaming wars had ended, and they had realised that approach wasn't going to work. We need to focus on different things in order to maintain and or grow our streaming services. Now we've sort of worked out who's going to survive. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I heard about this and I was just like, how is this still happening? Why is it still happening? Can this work? And I don't think it can or will, but we'll see. It's only been out for a few days.